guys, today's going to be a video talking about birds before land. This isn't something I've had a request for technically, but it is a part of manifestation. It's something I think that maybe confuses people. I'm going to explain the term initially because you may not even know what you're talking about, what birds. Like, I thought this was a manifestation channel, not a zoo. But, okay, that was a really silly example, but you know what I'm saying. Some people may not even know what BBL, birds before land, it's not that kind of BBL. BBL, birds before land, what do these phrases even mean? So I'll explain that briefly. I'll, explain, are they important? What do they mean? Are they a good part of your manifestation journey? So stay tuned and do thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoy this topic. If you'd like me to continue with law of assumption content, there's so many other areas and subtopics I can talk about. And if you have any requests, please leave them below. I'll also be doing an updated personal success manifestation video because I think it's important for me to talk about how I manifest my own successes in life as well as advising you guys on how to do it, and that will show you guys that I actually know what I'm talking about. So I also offer one-on-one coaching. If you would like personal help on a specific topic or issue, do go check out the link below on my Instagram, LOA Coaching. All the information is there and the email for my coaching is there. I'm also on TikTok now, but it's basically the same content as my Instagram, but I do offer one-on-one coaching, so take a look if you're interested. And let's get started. So first point that I want to talk about is, well, first of all, birds before land is a Neville Goddard coined term. It just means like seeing something, so basically like seeing the bird before it lands. So seeing something to do with your manifestation before it arrives, essentially, that's what it means. So, with law of attraction, we'd be like angel numbers, 444, like, oh my gosh, this means I'm being protected, like things like that. You can still believe in that if you want. I like seeing angel numbers and repeating numbers, but it's kind of the same thing in the law of assumption community where, if you see someone who looks like your SP, if you see someone driving your dream car that you're manifesting, anything to do with your manifestation, or even just seeing something that says, you're almost there, keep going, like a billboard that says that. That could be a bird before land. It's up to you to assign the meaning, but that's essentially what, if you're seeing that, that's what a bird before land would be referred to as. So next point I want to touch on is that it's a sign of your mind conforming to your affirmations. Not only does it mean that, yes, your manifestation is coming in, it's a positive sign, whatever positive meaning you want to assign to seeing those birds, it literally means that your own mind is conforming because it's starting to, you're focusing on your manifestation so much that your 3D reality has conformed to bring about all these references and show you all these signs of what's going on. It's literally the exact same thing as if you manifest an issue with your SP. Let's say in the past you argued a lot and now you're broken up and you're manifesting him back. Well, it's the same thing as you are constantly, complaining to your friends about him or complaining to him and arguing with him until eventually, you started seeing your 3D reflecting that because you focused on it so much that your 3D brought about that experience of issues with your SP. Same thing with birds before land. Let's say, again, keeping on this SP example for now, you focus on your affirmations that SP is in love with me, SP is in love with me, he loves me so much, SP is so madly in love with me. You keep looping that every day, you're persisting in your affirmations. Your 3D is going to start to reflect that. It's going to show you, it's like, oh, we're focusing on love and romance and a relationship with this SP. This person is our husband, this person is in love with us. It's going to start bringing about similar things like that because that's what your subconscious is focusing on. So you're going to start seeing couples, people in love, romantic movies being advertised, people on the street who look like your SP, a mutual friend of your SP's contacting you out of the blue. All of these things could and most probably are, birds before land. So it's just see as a positive, like, okay, I've really saturated my mind to the point where my 3D reality is starting to reflect this back to me. And next point is that essentially you can also see it as a partial manifestation. I don't know if this is necessarily positive or negative because obviously we'd rather just get our full manifestation and not stop along the way for these little things. But you could also potentially understand it as a partial manifestation, meaning that, if a man or woman tells you what you want to hear from your SP, it could yes, bird before land, and it's a sign that you're on the right track, your self-concept is strong, your affirmations are working because you're getting these positive, similar experiences. However, it can also just be, you know, seen as, okay, partial manifestation because someone else has told me everything I want to hear from my person. And yeah, you could see it as a positive, be like, okay, just keep focusing on my specific person. And then very, 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 very soon, eventually they are going to say it to me officially the way I want. So that's another way to interpret birds before land. Again, yeah, it's totally up to you. There's no one set way to view these signs. You may even choose to not believe in signs at all. That's entirely up to you. You could be like, nope, this is irrelevant. I'm keep focusing on the end result. Nothing but the end result for me. That's totally fine as well. You could use it as a good way to boost your morale and self-confidence and self-concept and just be like, oh my gosh, I'm a master at manifesting. Like, look at what's happening. I'm getting all these signs. I'm seeing guys every day who look like my SP. I'm seeing, you know, people buying their dream house on Instagram constantly. It's always at the top of my feed, and that's what I'm manifesting, which means it's happening for me. Like, use it to assign positive meaning to everything you see and just believe that it's happening for me, like it's all coming together now. This is what this means. So you can just say things like either, you know, oh, I saw my SP's twin, like literally someone who looks just like my SP. This means that he's about to message me this second and confess to me his love for me and commit to me fully now. It means that that's what this means. And you assign the meaning. So you can also just be like, oh, this means that I'm on the right track, my affirmations are working, my mental diet is great, I'm just going to keep going because this is a really positive sign for me. Literally, you know, you don't even really need this video to explain it because I'm literally just telling you, assign your own meaning. There's no one size fits all. You get to pick, you know, does this mean that you're basically 1 second away from getting your manifestation? Does it mean you're on the right track and everything's going well? You know, or you can be like, oh, it's not that important, it's just a partial manifestation, I'm going to keep focusing on the end. Whatever you choose to believe is okay, because birds before land, they are not going to really impact your full manifestation. Just keep persisting and you'll get your manifestation regardless. Another point is great to understand what the concept means and understand what you're seeing in your 3D reality. I enjoy it, it makes me excited, it makes me feel like, wow, I'm, you know, close to getting what I want, my mind is focusing on all the right things, but don't get caught up on the signs. You want to keep focusing on that end result, like I said. You can, you know, acknowledge and be happy about the signs, but ultimately just focus on having that desire already and focusing on persisting, looping, you know, saturating your mind with affirmations. That's really where your main focus should be. And you can even, you know, to prevent yourself from spiraling or questioning things or getting discouraged that, you know, you got a message on Instagram but it wasn't your SP, or your manager emailed you about something but it wasn't about your job promotion. Literally just be like, well, the fact that this even happened, something similar related to my manifestation, this happened, it means that I'm getting my manifestation right this second. Right now, I'm getting exactly what I want because I saw this other person get it. That's what it means. So just assign your own perfect positive meaning, whatever helps you feel good and helps you stay on track. Now, final point I want to touch on is that birds before land are not essential. So to summarize, no, they're not important. They're important in terms of helping you stay positive, have a good mental diet, a good like internal conversations, inner conversations with yourself, just staying positive. But ultimately they have nothing to do with whether or not you'll get your manifestation. Some people see them all the time. Some people see it a second before they get their manifestation, and some people just don't see it at all. It's really up to you. Everyone's journey is, you know, individual to them. And if you are seeing them, just take it as a positive. Take it to mean that, you know, your manifestation is on its way to you in the 3D, and that, you know, your mind has really been focusing on the right things. You've been on a good mental diet. You're doing everything correctly because all these other positive things are being shown to you. So yeah, ultimately take it as a positive no matter what. If you're not seeing them, just keep persisting and affirming because you don't have to have birds before land or signs. But yeah, hopefully that explains the concept and helps maybe clarify things and reassure you guys. Do thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoyed, if you learned something from this, and I'll see you next time. Bye.